And welcome to the Confound Millennial, starring Steven Stirvin Michaels. And you know what, guys? I'm kind of lonely lately. You know, just having these guests on is fine, but it's without my old co-hosts. You know, I've been real lonely, and I've decided for this episode, I was going to bring in a hooker.
Hey! What's up, Stirvin?
What's up, my man? Been a long time. I don't think we've had you in season 3 yet.
It's been a minute. So,
have you been on season 3 yet?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I know it's on season 2.
Yeah, season 3 started the beginning of this year. You know, we just we cut it up into years. You know, not a certain number of episodes, but
I got you.
Technically, this would be episode 176.
Okay. There's another there's a podcast I listen to. It's like the Worship Leader Problems podcast, and they don't really go by seasons. They just go by the number of episodes. So
yeah,
I think it's more simpler, honestly.
What's the biggest problem worship leaders have other than fitting into their wife's jeans?
Reading prayer concerns.
I used to have a old youth pastor that literally wore women's jeans.
Funny story. Whenever I was going to the church that me and you were a part of, I used to wear these tight white skinny jeans, and I look like a I look pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I'm kind of glad.
I used to wear skinny jeans back. I used to wear skinny jeans back during that time too, man. But I was skinny enough to pull it off.
Yeah, well, I think it's because I was from like a small town, like and I was coming to this modern church or whatever, and I felt like I needed to fit in or whatever.
Dude, we were all wearing colored skinny jeans. There was one chick that I had a crush on forever. She used to wear red skinny jeans.
Yeah, I had to get something that breathed a little bit better, if you know what I'm saying. Want to have some babies.
I want to make a joke, but it was going to be very inappropriate, so I'm going to skip it.
Thank you.
All I have to say about it is, you ever hear the joke about the sailor wearing a red shirt and brown pants?
Oh, yeah. I think that's a decently clean joke, honestly.
Not where I was going to take it. Now on to the
take it. Okay. The version I've heard was from Blue Collar Comedy, and it was from Jeff Foxworthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that. I was just going to make it my own. I think the viewers know what I was going to say, but to you, I think
honestly, yeah, I really think that
too. Dude, I just saw my tattoo in the corner. I forgot that. Did I tell you I got a tattoo?
No, you didn't show. Oh, I saw that on Instagram. Yeah, it looks good, bro.
Got the logo, podcast logo.
Represent, man, represent.
Do you have a logo for your podcast yet?
I'm not. I'm kind of putting the podcast on hold still, just because I'm still going through my school and stuff. But so I'm kind of working on that. I got a few projects I'm working on right now. I got a buddy of mine. He's wanting to get this Christian rock band together, and it's going to be called Good Friday. And apparently we're going to like play in a Walmart parking lot or something like that. I have no idea what's going on.
I played a show at what was it? J&J Foods once.
Oh gosh. I remember one year that the past church I was at, they played at Helen or something like that. The teen band did. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where Caleb Sosby was in the band. Gosh, man.
Dude, love Caleb. He he did our intro music.
Yeah.
And our outro music at this point. The outro music was written by Jack Sanderson, but it's instrumental cover by Tempest, which is Ben and Caleb Sosby.
Yeah.
And, we got a guy that's supposed to be working on the vocal cover, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get it.
Patience. Patience is a virtue, my friend.
Paid him for it back in February. I'm not going to drop his name.
Don't drop his name, man.
We'll say he just released an EP and it's #1 on metal on iTunes. So I don't think I'm going to hear from him again.
Well, it is what it is, I guess.
It is what it is. You're the man that says it is what it is, because nothing can bother that person.
Honestly, 2020, it was pretty much how I was pretty much the whole time. Like with coronavirus, the stock market, the freaking fires in California, Kobe Bryant dying. I was pretty much, it is what it is. God has a plan. I just got to hold on to the roller coaster seat and just keep going.
Yeah, that's how I was going too. And my year was a little more personal. Ended up without a place to live.
Yeah.
No job, all that good stuff. But things are looking up now, man.
Yeah, man. I'm really happy for you. I mean, you're in a new place. You're starting to get a lot more bands coming into your podcast. So I'm really happy for you, man.
I'm podcasting with rock stars.
I know that's really cool. So, yeah. All right. I told you if you ever get skilled on that thing, you better call me because I'm co-hosting with you on that show, man.
Well, all I gotta say is the company I'm working for does do press for them.
That's pretty cool, though. That is pretty cool.
Or working with, not for.
Yeah, our pastor, he was actually just on Atlanta 57 TV. We're actually fixing to open up a crisis pregnancy center. So,
did you know that I proposed to Jen Ledger once?
You told me that one time, and I was like, that probably wasn't the best idea, but
for Caleb.
It's for Caleb.
Yes,
for Caleb. Oh,
I had actually promised him at one point that if I ever met her, the drummer for Skillet, I would propose to her for him. Yeah. And I met her once, and I was like, look, I got to ask you this question. I made a promise, and a promise is a promise. Feel free to just shoot me a no real quick. And then I got down on one knee. I was like, will you marry my buddy Caleb?
Oh, my God. Oh, man, that's too funny. That is too funny. I remember
and then me and the lead singer switched makeup tips.
That's awesome. Oh, John Cooper, right?
Yeah, because that was when I was. Wait, Cooper? Is that his last name?
Yeah, John Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm thinking Alice Cooper. Never mind. Two very different Coopers.
Yeah, Alice Cooper. Come to find out, I actually found this out. I was doing a segment on pastors' kids for my podcast. Alice Cooper is a pastor's kid.
Makes sense.
It does make sense because, like, I could see like his parents being like super strict or whatever, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's dude. I feel like I lived the pastor kid's life sometimes because, dude, my parents were so over the top religious that once I realized it, like earlier this year, it almost drove me away from the whole religion. Like just things that they did was like, look, dude, one time this woman, I shaved down to a goatee and a mustache, right? And she was like, she started yelling at me because I was obviously trying to look like Satan.
That sounds like some that Okay, so there's this thing on Worship Leader Problems podcast. It's called Prayer Concerns, and and also there's a Cool Carl. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's like a YouTuber or whatever, but he talks about how Karens, church Karens, make all these complaints, and one of the things that one of the lines was, "I don't like the way our worship pastor has his mustache and his goatee. He looks like Satan."
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Just crap like that. All.
Yeah, that's a little bit harsh, honestly. Like, I don't. Well, I
Didn't talk to me for a week once I started smoking cigarettes.
yeah, my dad, he was before he got saved and called into ministry. He was a hardcore drug dealer. I've never told you this story before,
No.
dude. My dad was a drug dealer.
Wait, he was a hooker and a drug dealer?
No, he was just a drug dealer. He was just a drug. He did like small drugs like cocaine, pot, and meth.
Small drugs like cocaine.
Yeah, like that. But I think he just sold pot or something like that. I may be over analyzing, but yeah, he sold drugs. He was a bouncer in bars. I mean, just did a lot of crazy stuff. Then he met my mom and they met Jesus, and so 20 something years, 30 something years later, here I am, and he's doing what he's doing. So cool stuff, I guess. So, yeah, I'm kind of following in the footsteps.
That's one thing I haven't done. I don't think I've sold drugs before. That's good. I've done a lot of shady things in my past, Aaron. But, I saw a post on Facebook the other day that I shared. I don't know if you saw it. It was a church sign, and it said,
I know what you're talking about.
Me for my past is like trying to rob my old house. I don't live there anymore.
You daggone right. It's like this. If most of the people back where I come from, they know my past. They know everything I've done, and thankfully, I'm not who I used to be, but I'm thankful for who I am now. That's progress, not perfection. So.
Like, I can't say anything about this, but I can say I now go to an AA with rock stars. Like, I can't say who, but and it's like hearing their stories. It's like, okay, yeah. So I did a little bit of this. I did a little bit of that, but I wouldn't like snorting cocaine out of a hooker's butt.
Yeah.
It happens, man. It's a party scene.
If you're a rock star, you do that sometimes.
You party like a rock star, party like a rock star.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I finally joined the Bearded Brothers. Finally after a while.
Get rid of it. Keep it going.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. The place
Never trim the mustache. Join me in the curly mustache gang.
I've thought about it. I just don't know how it would look on me.
But look on anyone.
But no, my work, corporate gave us a memo that said it's okay that we can grow beards and everything now because it's covered by the mask and apparently won't get in the food. So I'm growing a beard.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it.
So you were talking about projects you're working on. You working on a mixtape yet?
Not yet. I'm still, like I said, we have this guy in our church. He's wanting to help me cut a EP or something like that. So
a rap one?
No rap.
Dude, did I ever tell you my rap name?
I feel like you have, but
so the town I'm from that I met you in, there's some rappers that go by B-Shock and D-Earl.
B-Shock and D. I actually saw B-Shock in the drive-thru about 2 months ago.
And me and Caleb decided we were going to join them as C rap and S hits.
Oh my god. I love it. Oh my gosh, that is too funny.
But they
I think a lot of their a lot of their music it has a good message, but I think there's an age gap for their music. I think it's more meant for like kids.
I should get them on the podcast. No.
Maybe.
I would just I ain't gonna say nothing bad about their music.
No, I mean
One bad thing about Beat Shock.
the message is still the same.
Nobody needs that many rhinestones on your jeans. And I want to ask him if he bedazzles him himself.
Oh, I think he probably orders them from like Buckle or something.
What was that? What was that little store like they used to have in malls that was like it was just like clothing and stuff for like
Well, that's broad spectrum.
Girls. Oh, it was
like just girls.
Yeah, it was like something to. I don't know. Never mind.
I don't know.
I just know I went in there one time to get some Neopet toys, man. I love me some Neopets. But Neopets, when I was a kid, they were only marketed toward girls, which is weird because Neopets is a gender neutral thing.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of genders, I found my favorite, we've got all these different ones now. I found my favorite way to address everybody.
Y'all.
Ladies. Or wait, no. What was it? No. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
Nice. I just say y'all.
Y'all. Hey, y'all, how you doing?
How y'all doing? Y'all ate? Y'all want to?
Y'all ate? Y'all want to? Dude, so speaking about restaurants and stuff, I saw a TikTok that surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a guy at so there's this TikTok account called like Party Shirt or something, where they do fact or crap. I'm saying crap, but
yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
But they did one where it was talking about Chick-fil-A. And somebody had said if you go to Chick-fil-A and you say my pleasure before they do, you get your meal for free. And so they went to a Chick-fil-A and they asked the guy working there, and he was like, yeah, that's BS. And I was like,
yeah. Well, I think it just depends on the owner and operator. I think it's kind of different between each store. So
is that a thing that actually happens at some?
I think it is a thing, honestly, but I know our Chick-fil-A doesn't do it.
It's like, if you go to Dairy Queen and they don't flip your Blizzard, you get it for free, right?
Holy crap, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a thing at all Dairy Queens. If they don't flip your Blizzard in front of you, you get it for free.
I did not know that.
Oh, that's why they flip it every single time.
I find it. I don't mind Blizzards. They just scare me sometimes because I'm scared that it's going to be like one crappy Blizzard that's just going to go.
Yeah, every time they flip it, my heart drops a little bit. Like,
honestly, yeah, it's like the most anxious moment of your life because it's like you've already spent like $5 on this ice cream.
And you never remember that they do.
Yes, like that's the worst part.
It's just like you think this is somebody just being a complete jerk.
I remember the first time I got Blizzard. I was with Elena at the time, And they flipped over. I was like, what the crap are y'all doing? And she's like, honey, they're testing it. I'm like,
Tested it for what?
buoyancy?
Buoyancy. Buoyancy.
Like the thickness of the ice cream? I don't know. I think that's what makes it sticks together. It's just like the thickness of the ice cream. Or maybe it's just like Elmer's glue or something. They're mixing Elmer's glue in the ice cream that can stick. Oh gosh.
I was watching an episode of Family Guy the other day, and they got rich, and Chris had a butler come to him with like some Elmer's glue, and he was presenting it as if it was some fine dining or something. And then Chris snorts it, and he's like, "You don't see poor kids doing this."
That's the thing. In kindergarten, there was a kid in my class that ate paste.
There was a guy that I went to school with that would put glue all over his hand, peel it off, and then eat it.
Oh, there was one kid. There was another kid. He would put glue all over his seat. Wait, no, not all over his seat, all over his desk, and would just peel it off. Like it was some kind of like
glued his butt to the chair.
But they would leave like a mess all over the freaking floor, and then the teacher had to clean it up. It's like, what the freaking crap? He's trying to sweep it up. What is wrong with that kid? So,
what's the? Never mind. What? But we talked a lot about your podcast today, but I just realized we forgot to throw out the name in case anybody's interested. What is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, gosh, it's been a while since I posted. I've totally forgot what it is. Hook, Line, and Sinker. That's what it's called.
I was about to say, you forgot and I remember, boy.
I'm glad that you remembered because now the wheels in my head were turning a little bit. I had to remember. So
I got into a new hobby lately.
Oh, what's the new hobby?
Painting D&D miniatures.
Painting what?
Dungeons and
Dragons. Okay.
That's a big one.
That's awesome.
I got some itty bitty ones too.
Dungeons and Dragons. Is that what it's called? D&D?
Yes, which despite your possible raising, is not of the devil.
I never heard of it unless it was on TV or something like that. I thought it was some kind of fictional game.
It is. Fictional game. It is a game.
Like it was just something based on the television. Like,
right. You know. But like back in the day, it had some weird stuff to it. But these days, it's just.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
Yeah. There was a kid in our we took these group of kids to a youth conference this past it wasn't at a youth conference, it was somewhere else, and I had a kid look at me straight in the face. He was like, is it okay to play with a Ouija board? I was like, well, if you want to open the floods of hell, then yes.
We don't mess with them demons around here.
I'm telling you right now, the back of my mind went to like Stanley from The Office, where he's going like, "Boy, have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it." Like, I'm about to shake the devil out of you, kid.
Have you lost your mind? Because I'm about to help you find it. God.
Oh Lord, it's just one of those things, man.
But it's weird, man. It's weird. Like
it was a really weird,
man. They're made by Hasbro these days.
Yeah. Well, there was this there was somebody that who goes to my church, and needless to say, this person said that they have the ability to see demons and angels. And I was like, all right, let's move on. Let's talk about Jesus now.
That happens, man. There's people out there that can. I believe that, at least.
I mean, there is a spiritual warfare that's going on for people's souls.
I've met people that said that before, and I was like, you know what? I believe this person. I don't think they would lie to me.
Look, my grandfather, he saw a demon. So before he kicked the bucket, it was a long time ago. So yeah.
But
ain't no junk to mess with. So
dude,
what?
You would really not like this logo I came up with then.
Oh gosh.
I came up with this logo and I was trying to make it look cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of looking cryptic, it ended up looking like I was trying to summon myself. 1 second.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's not an actual pentagram, but it
resembles features to it. Yeah.
It looks like, an anime spell circle.
Yeah.
Which, I had a book or like a little card book. Like you put little card or trading cards in it. It was based off of an anime called Zatch Bell. And
I feel like I've heard of it. Maybe.
It was an old obscure anime where it's like magical puppets. Anyways, it had some circular stuff and a couple triangles just to look magical. Like it wasn't actually anything.
Yeah.
But somebody saw it that I went to church with, and they're like, we need to take that and show it to the pastor so he can tell you what that means.
Wait, was this whenever you're going to
No. This was when I was a child.
Okay. I was about to say, was that whenever you were going to
No.
I don't think he would even know how to even
process the question.
I don't think he would even know how to process the question.
Right.
He'd be like, what is this?
Dude, I had a dream I was going to that church the other day. It was a weird dream. And like somebody never even went to that church, but apparently does now, was there. And he kept like inappropriately touching me. And I dragged him into Jeff's office and we got him kicked out of the church.
I mean, I had a dream that I smoked crack, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do it.
Did you have a dream you smoked crack? When was the last time you saw crack, Aaron?
How do you dream about crack?
You dream of things you've never seen. I dreamed a dream of smoking crack.
Yeah. I always think of Whitney Houston's greatest hit, I Will Always Snort You.
What?
Dude, she was into cocaine.
I have a hard time even remembering who Whitney Houston is.
Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You.
Yeah. You gotta keep in mind
somebody.
I was complete until I was 15. I listened to nothing but 104.7 The Fish.
Oh Lord.
Nothing but that. Nothing but contemporary Christian music until the time that I was 15.
Oh Lord. I got raised with like a variety. Like my dad, I would listen to Elvis, and then my mom, whenever she would watch me, she would listen to John Bon Jovi.
Which I was thinking about this morning. Actually, I was listening to some old throwback music like Stain and Hinder.
Oh man.
And just it's been a while. But
yeah.
That was the music that was out before I started listening to music. And I'm like, how did I even get into this?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't listening to it when it was out. Like I discovered this years later.
Oh yeah. That's how I felt about like oh gosh. That's how I felt about Maroon 5 whenever I first listened to them. I was like, where have I been? Like
Did you listen to episode? Did you listen to episode 21 yet? Season 3, 21?
Not yet.
It's the guy that signed to Maroon 5.
No freaking way. That's really cool.
Way freaking way.
That really is freaking cool.
You gotta listen to that. Renee Mata, he's a really cool guy. Love you, brother. But
yeah, man. But
yeah, dude, he tells some crazy stories in that episode. You gotta listen to it. He was friends with Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Oh yeah. We talked about that over the phone.
Oh yeah. But good episode. All the bands that I've had on lately are good episodes. The only one this year that I don't like, the only episode I've done all year that I really don't like is with Joey Fleming from In Her Own Words, because I love that band, and I was freaking out.
Yeah.
And luckily he said, you know, he wouldn't mind coming back on, give me a second chance. But I was I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I was fangirling hard.
Gotta give a little bit of grace there. Well, I'll be honest with you. If I ever had like people from like Elevation Church come on the podcast, I'd probably crap my pants. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, keep on doing it. Get back into it and just keep on keeping on, and your dreams can be achieved.
Oh yeah.
But any last words that you would like to leave with the audience today? I hate to cut it short, but I do have to go to therapy.
That is important. Mental health is very important, y'all. So, but the last thing I will say is I hope everyone is doing well. Stay safe. If you have gotten the vaccine, then good for you. And make sure to use your common sense. Wash your hands. Say your prayers, because Jesus and germs are everywhere. So, do you remember whenever Corona first got started? I said, wash your hands, say your prayers, because Jesus and this virus are everywhere.
All I remember from when the virus first started was stay home if you sick, come over
if you
And this has been the Confound Millennial, starring Steven Stirvin, Michaels, and Aaron the Hooker.